50 to 60% of whānau that come to the marae are struggling with kai. You know, bringing that love and hope into their homes is, you know, just can feel it right here.
Kia ora, I'm Toi. A few years ago, I put on 80 kgs in 6 months. It was the sickest I've been physically and mentally. Then I met Pab.
Māori and beautiful people.
Personal trainer, nature lover, free spirit, and wild beast.
Yeah.
In just a year, he helped me drop 50 kgs. I was looking more like my handsome self on the outside, but on the inside, I was still fucked. I was only focusing on my taha tinana and neglecting the other 3 taha. So now, Pab and I are connecting with a bunch of kaupapa to figure out what guys like us can do to look after all aspects of our haora and truly become all goods. Welcome to the dungeon.
It's a sick setup. Yo, how's your eating been, Toi?
Honestly, it's been pretty shit.
Has it?
I mean, you know this. I've always struggled with eating clean and, like, resisting junk food.
I honestly don't blame you because everywhere we look, there's a shop on every corner with a pie or anything that we want.
Yeah.
So everywhere you go, you're up against processed shit.
Food's always been really hard for me, and it's probably like my biggest vice. We were pretty poor growing up. Mum would get us junk food like McDonald's or Pizza Hut or fish and chips, and that was like a treat. And so we like deified this junk food. When my mental health started to tank, when I was working a job that I hated, I got into a routine of just ordering Uber Eats for every meal. So it'd be like 3 times a day minimum. It was almost like I was trying to gain back some sort of joy or spark or something, and I fell back on food as like a comfort sort of thing. And before I even knew it, like that had snowballed and I had just like put on all this weight.
I feel like it's such a problem with Māori and Pasifika in general, where we turn to like takeaways and convenient food, but I don't even know if that's like our fault, you know?
It's very clear that the statistics are not the fault of the individual. They're the responsibility of systemic inequities that have been perpetuated and exacerbated since colonisers first arrived on our lands. The way that our plates look today is heavily influenced by the kai that we have access to. And if we're living in urban areas where a lot of the access is to calorie-dense but nutrient-poor foods, then that's what we're going to be able to see on our plates. You have about 13.7 takeaway stores or convenience stores, fast food, per 10,000 people in highly deprived areas. In less deprived areas, you only see 3.7. And we know that Māori and Pasifika are overrepresented in low socioeconomic neighbourhoods, which are also the ones that are overrepresented with takeaway and fast food stores. Prior to colonisation, Māori had very sustainable diets, high in protein, lots of plant matter. Kai was cooked within the marae, or the marae complex, and then it fed the whānau. It was about a systematic distribution of kai throughout the community that meant that no whānau went without.
Pab and I are headed off to Papatuanuku Kōkiri Marae in South Auckland.
Wow, this place is dope.
To check out Kai Ika, an initiative started to combat the waste produced by big fisheries and feed whānau who are struggling to keep healthy kai on their plates.
We're going down to Moana Fisheries this morning, pick up some fish heads, 1 tonne, and feeding our community.
Let's go.
Let's go. My name's Carlos, whānau call me Lossi. And I'm one of the kaimahi here at Papatuanuku Marae. I wear a lot of hats or pōtais and roles that I play here at the marae. But one of my main 3 is the Kai Ika, rangatira of Kai Ika, leading in distributions and pickups, where we target sustainability, food sovereignty, food insecurity, bringing a lot of our whānaus together.
How did you get involved with this kaupapa?
Just being a part of the marae. Yeah, my parents been there a very long time. I'll say 12 years plus.
Oops.
Smell of an oily rag, That was their slang, that was their saying, because it was all mahi from the heart. And then as the project went on, Dad needed to be at all these meetings, so I just slotted in, brother. Just jumped in. I enjoyed it. I think my favourite part of Kai Ika is giving.
Yeah.
50 to 60% of whānau that come to the marae are struggling with kai, and knowing that you play a big part and a big impact on, you know, bringing that love and hope into their homes is, you know, it just can feel it right here. Let me know, buddy. Camera break. Get here in the morning, load up the van. Lucky dip, say you're not sure on how much you're going to receive. Wow, there's a big ass head in there. There's a lot of our big fishery companies that are wasting a lot of kai moana to landfill, and we're looking at 500,000 kgs of diversion since then. It just made sense. We load up our van with the fish and then we head to Centre Park, Māngere, South Auckland. Good morning, everyone. Morena, morena. Another day serving the community. Ai, e mihi ana kia koutou, ngā ringa raupa. E mahi a te mahi, e tēnei rangi, Kai Ika Project. Oh, I'm gonna chuck some big heads there.
Because of all the weight gain, I couldn't work anymore because of the sleep apnea. Suddenly I had to make a lot of changes.
What colour? Orange.
I was on the disability allowance. I'd have like $40 for food.
I got an orange one. Yeah, buddy.
Because I was trying to like fix the problem myself, I think I would have struggled to go and accept help from a place like Kai Ika.
Hello, little kohai, all good. Have you got a bucket?
This goes back to like a pride thing, like too embarrassed, like too proud, like also it's a thing of like, well, if I ask for help, then I need help, you know? But being around this community and helping out today really showed me that there was no shame.
It's not shaming to reach out for help, because when you reach out for help and you receive that help and that love, that things feel lighter and you just feel a lot better about yourself. This marae was built for all people. It's a pan-tribal marae. Struggling or not, you're most welcome through these doors. There's always something for us to give or to provide to your whānau.
Done. Another day, another purpose. Shot my brother. Share my brother.
Mean day.
Mean, yeah. Thanks for having us. How did we do? Would we make it as...
Did we get the job, bro? Did we get the job?
It's all in here.
Yeah.
If you feel it, bro, and you felt like that you had a good day by serving and giving up to the community, then you're hired, mate.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing.
Spending that time with the Kai Ika Project, it definitely shifted my perspective on Kai and how I look at it and a lot of my hang-ups with it. And yeah, I think I'm definitely a lot more conscious about like what I'm putting into my body, but also where it's coming from. That day was really good for all 4 taha of my whare tapa whā. And I even got some fish heads to take home.
Oh yeah. I think these guys are good to go. Nau mai inga hoa e horo nei, o te wā, o te nā kino, o te waitai, te wai Māori. Nā tāne, nā rongo, nā tangaro, nā maru, ko rangi nui atu nei, ko papatūno ke takato nei. Tutu whakamā kia tina, tina. Huia, tai kia.
Yeah, brother.
It's pretty epic that they hand this type of kai out for free. And this is really simple as well, like, just chucked it in the oven and cooked it up.
Oh, we've lost it.
Man, going forward, I'm gonna have to get into cooking fish heads. Because this is main, you know? We're eating like kings.
Exactly like how our people used to eat.